I'm quite excited about the review today because we're going to Azvex. Got the t-shirt and everything. This is a rebrew of a beer that came out last year called Swedish Buzzsaw. It's a double IPA, but what's it going to be like? Keep watching to find out. Welcome back to Rockers Beer Review. Today we're going big. We're going heavy metal because this is a most heavy metalist beer can artwork that I've seen for a long while. Obviously this is an Azvex beer. You can see this sort of symbol, which is the same as I've got on my t-shirt here. This is an Azvex t-shirt. This is called Swedish Buzzsaw. It's a double India Pale Ale, 8.2%, in this very, as I said in the intro, a very heavy metal sort of cover. You know, this is a sort of thing that you expect your heavy metal albums to be to look like. Certainly in the 80s. Yeah, I mean, even now, you know, if you look at the sort of extreme metal bands, they're still doing stuff like this. And this beer has got Citra, Mosaic, Nelson Sauvin, and Strata. So 4 hops. And before I open it, the reason why I'm really excited about this is that Nick at Beer Engineers, please check out his channel. He loves his double IPAs, and this one was his #1 double IPA of last year. And for a guy that drinks a lot of double IPAs, that is, you know, high praise indeed. So I'm really looking forward to this one. I expect it hasn't changed. I hope it doesn't change from last year, but I didn't see it when it came out last year, but saw it suddenly rebrewed this year. Thought I'm gonna definitely get it. So let's crack it open now, get it in the glass, and see what it's all about. The only thing I'm a little, I'm not overly concerned, but I'm not a massive fan of Strata. We've got Strata in this, but it is the 4th hop, so I'm hoping it's not going to be over-dominant in Strata. And hopefully it will be another lovely beer. Well, certainly beer in a glass. There's your custard. That's what you expect. Bright yellow, very hazy, quite thick. We've got 2 fingers there. Quite loose head, but looks very standard double IPA-esque, and already lots of aroma filling the room. So let's see and unpack what this aroma is all about. Well, firstly, it's very Nelson Sauvin heavy in terms of aroma. Lots of grape, gooseberry, melon. There's that sort of that dank lemongrass sort of aroma as well. Rotting leaves is something, again, I've probably lifted that probably from Nick. He's used that analogy once or twice. Orchard fruits, you know, that apples, pears, that sort of stuff. Very Nelson heavy. What was the other hops I said at the beginning? Citra, Mosaic, you know, those 2 classics. Nelson, though, is very, very dominant in the aroma. Not picking up that sort of pop, passion fruit sort of aroma you get from Strata. So let's see what the taste profile is like. Cheers, everyone. Oh, wow! It's just like there's so much going on. As soon as that first mouthful goes in, you go, oh, the mouthful, the flavors, Right, let's unpack the mouthfeel first. So it's very smooth, but I wouldn't say it's as thick and gloopy as you can get for double IPAs. It's a fairly light double IPA, I think. Body is fairly light. In terms of flavour, though, wow, it's got so much flavour to it. And there's 4 hops. There's lots going on with those hops. I'm going to go in again. So first of all, there's a big element of sweetness. I'm finding a lot of double IPAs recently have got this sweetness. And I don't know whether that's because of the alcohol or, I mean, I know doubles can and triples especially can get a little sweet. But I do like that. I like that sweetness. Lots of juice. So straight away you get a lot of hit of citrus fruits. Lemons and limes, a little bit of grapefruit. Then that sort of develops into that grape, the Nelson Sauvin comes through. You've got this other mix of flavours that's something different. I'm not sure if that's the Mosaic, because there's a little bit of maybe of something a little bit sweeter, like a berry sort of flavour coming in. And then the last thing, which is quite strange because the hops are almost like you're getting a citrus hit, then that mosaic, Nelson Sauvin, and then you are getting that Strauss again, little hints of passion fruit, and that sort of that dankness that Strauss can bring. That lemongrass is definitely coming in quite strong on the back end, and then it just leaves a dry, lingering finish, and it's just a beautiful start, middle, and end sort of beer, which is, I think if you're getting an 8.2% beer, you want that. You don't want just a one hit, oh, there's the flavour and then it's gone. You want it to savour as you're drinking it. And yes, you know, as you say, as I've said before many times, as a YouTuber, as a reviewer of beers, I am trying to unpack different stuff that goes on in the beer. But ultimately, you guys are probably out there thinking, well, come on, get to the punchline. Is it a good beer? It is a good beer. Lots of flavour, smooth. The 8.2% is very well hidden. It's hidden, I think, in the sweetness a bit, because there's a lot. You wouldn't get many normal IPAs that have this sweet level of it. But you get the sweetness up front. You're getting lots of juice. You're getting complexity of different fruit flavours. And then on the end, you get this dry, sort of slightly bitter. It tastes almost like you're getting a lime sort of, or I say lime because it's always that lime, I think, is one of the strongest of fruits. But think of the rind of lemons, limes, all grapefruits. You get that lingering taste on the back end, and it gives a little bit of a punchline to the beer. And it obviously gives you a little bit of a slap round the chops, really. So it just sort of like says, yeah, you're just drinking a very good beer here. I just want you to know about it. And that's what you're getting. And then you drink it again and you go through that little story all over again. Sweetness, juice, mellow of flavour. Then it dries and then you get this sort of lingering bitter finish. It's a beautifully put together beer. Lots of complexity, alcohol well hidden, smooth, soft on the mouthfeel. Yeah, I mean, if I'm really grasping at straws, it's like maybe I'd like it a little bit thicker on the mouthfeel. But I think because it's not as thick, it's much more easier drinking. And let's face it, that can artwork is cracking, really, really good. You know, I posted this out to a couple of my mates that are in the old heavy metal, and you know, I think, you know, the agreement was that, yeah, that's pure heavy metal in terms of that can art. So Swedish Buzzsaw, if you see it, get it quickly because it won't stick around for long, I don't expect. If you're a fan of double IPAs, this is up there with some of the best that we've had over the last sort of 3, 4, 5 months. So all I can say now is let's get some scores. Okay, the scores are in for Swedish Buzzsaw Double IPA at 8.2% from Azvex. It's a cracking beer, and the scores are representative of that crackingness. Starting with aroma, appearance, flavour, value for money. This was £6.50. I think that's good for a double IPA. You know, you can pay £7.50. I think that's a sweet spot. You're not, you know, if you're getting anything under £6 or even under £6.50, you're doing well. I think it's a bang on the money, I think, for value. And finally, my overall experience. Tighten the scores up. Well, no surprise. It's a highly recommended. It's the heaviest of heavy metal because the can artwork tells you that. It's the Iron Maiden of craft beers. And it is a total score, 84 out of 100. It's probably the highest rating beer of 2025. I know we're only just started. But again, it's a good start. I think there's a lot of these breweries that are in January, you know, you've got this dry January thing. People going, oh, I'm going to take it easy in January. And who gets in the mood for beer? You know, about a big Christmas, you may be less in the mood. But there's a lot of very good double IPAs launched in this month. Obviously, and a lot of them are rebrews, to be honest. So we've got this Swedish Buzzsaw that I don't know if it came out in January last year. It may have done, but I don't remember it. We've also got Rivington's re-releasing of Blood Machines. Blood Machines? Yeah, I think it's Blood Machines, which is another, again, it's a rebrew. And last year I said it was a putty beater. Talking of which, that comes out in just over a week or so. I mean, maybe time this video comes out, it'll be out. So we've got these 3 big double IPAs in this month, and they're just the sort of, they're just ones on the surface. You know, there's probably others out there. So they're all sort of competing with putty, and I think, you know, as I say, this is up there, I think, with that. It's a lovely beer. I love double IPAs. It's made, although I rated it 84, which is a high score, I think if it was a little bit thicker, it probably would have got a point or 2 more. So yeah, but very good beer. So check it out. If you see it, buy it. If you've had it this year, let me know. If you had it last year, let me know. Azvex, you know, they're in my top 3. They make great beers. I've just as I drinking this one tonight, I posted my the Scoop ice cream sour one. That was another one, or 82 or something like that. And that's a completely different style, but Azvex that's a great series of beers, that Scoop ice cream scoop thing. Some great double IPAs, great IPAs. They are really smashing it out of the park, Azvex. I think that they know how to make good beer. The tap room's great. I'm a big fan. I mean, I think I prefer them now to Polly's. I'll say that a bit quietly, but I think I do. I might have to get rid of all these Polly's cans and just replace them with all Azvex for 2025. In fact, I might just do that. In fact, yeah, I'm going to do that. And you may see that in subsequent videos that shelf starts to disappear and we've just got some Azvex stuff in there. So I hope you've enjoyed this review. Please give it a thumbs up if you like it. If you don't like it, we'll still give it a thumbs up because it really helps the channel. You know, it helps the algorithm. All the YouTubers say that, but it's true. You know, more thumbs up. YouTube says, oh, we should show this to more people, and then, you know, it's great, all the rest of it. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. My challenge for 2025 is, can we get to 2,000 subscribers? That's my goal for this year, and I've got quite a few to go, but, you know, with your help, maybe we can get there. Yeah, and until the next one, you know what you do. Drink good craft beer, and of course, with a heavy metal can like this, you've got to keep on rocking.